Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today we are asking a really big question. What makes an investment portfolio genuinely strong? The answer, well, it might not be what you think. Let's get into it.
So I want to ask you something straight up. Just think about your own investments for a second. Are they built on a solid foundation of logic, or are you kind of running on faith? Go ahead. Be honest with yourself.
Because let's be real, in a market that can go completely sideways at a moment's notice, just chasing what's hot on Twitter or some forum, that's not a strategy. That's a lottery ticket. And it leaves you totally exposed when things go south. Okay, so if chasing hype is a terrible idea, what's the alternative? Well, this brings us to what I think is the real test of a good investment. And it's a huge shift in how you think about your money. This right here is the whole game. We have to move from what we call a fragile approach, following the crowd, to a resilient one. And here's the secret. A resilient portfolio isn't just about how much money it makes. It's measured by its ability to hold up when you ask it really, really tough questions. So, why is this whole scrutiny thing so important? Simple. When you force yourself to ask those tough questions, you have no choice but to build your portfolio on something way more durable than hype. You have to build it on pure logic. You see, a portfolio built on logic isn't just some random basket of stocks you heard about. No, it's a real plan. It's built on a clear strategy for how you spread your money around. It's designed for your personal comfort level with risk. And this is the big one. Every single thing you own has a job. You can look at any part of it and answer without hesitating, why do I own this?
Think about what those jobs actually are in a classic setup. Your stocks, they're your engine. They're there for long-term growth. Bonds, they're your shock absorbers, there to give you some stability when things get bumpy. And cash is pure flexibility. It's your power to jump on a great opportunity or just handle life. See? Every piece has a purpose.
And here's the thing. This process of questioning everything, it does more than just improve your strategy. It actually changes your mindset as an investor. When you constantly challenge your own ideas, you start to see where you're not looking, your blind spots. It helps you fight back against your own brain's biases, like thinking you can't be wrong. This is how you build a real long-term philosophy that you can actually stick with. And it becomes your best defense against making those gut-wrenching, emotional decisions when everyone else is panicking. All right, so that's the why. Now let's talk about the how. Let's get practical and break this down into a toolkit you can start using like today. Here are 3 simple but super powerful ways to challenge your own strategy. First, run stress tests. Really imagine the worst possible thing that could happen. Second, get another pair of eyes on it. Talk to someone you trust, or even just argue against yourself. Be your own devil's advocate. And third, always go back and check your assumptions. Is the reason you bought that thing a year ago even true anymore? In fact, let's do a quick one right now. I'm just going to throw a couple of scenarios at you. Think about your portfolio. You ready? What happens? What's your immediate move? Do you even have a plan for that, or would you just freeze? Okay, what about this one? Which of your investments gets crushed? Which ones might actually do okay? Do you know, off the top of your head? And after all that, after those shocks, would you look at what's left and still have the deep down conviction to stick with it? If the answer is, I don't know, then your portfolio might be a lot more fragile than you realize. Now, holding on to that conviction is getting even trickier these days. And that brings us to a huge modern challenge, AI. It's becoming this massive force in investing, but it is not a crystal ball. It's just another tool that absolutely needs our scrutiny. This is where you have to be so careful to separate the useful tool from the dangerous trap. Ask yourself, can I actually explain how this AI is making its decisions, or is it a total black box? Am I the one making the final call, or am I just blindly hitting yes on whatever it tells me to do? Answering those questions is everything if you want to use these tools without getting totally burned. So to wrap all of this up, I want to give you a new way to picture this whole process. You're not just managing a collection of assets, you are building its immune system. That's what Scrutiny is. It is your portfolio's immune system. Its job isn't to react to a problem after it's already there. No, its job is to proactively go looking for weaknesses, to find the fragile spots before they break, so you can build real, long-term strength and resilience for whatever comes next. So here's my challenge for you. The next time someone tells you this is a great investment or this is a great portfolio, I want you to stop. And your first question shouldn't be, how much money will it make? It should be, can it withstand scrutiny? If you start asking that question, you'll be on a completely different path, a path to real, durable success.